Hi guys, this is Alex from Mason Lifestyle. I hope you are all enjoying the last couple of weeks of summer. We are going to go into starting cooler weather, and always seems to feel that way when kids go back to school. I feel like the switch on the weather changes and you start feeling some of that cool weather, except for if you are in the south or west. I hear you are still scorching down there. I'm so sorry about that. Thankfully it's not that way in the Midwest. But I wanted to do this video because a couple of weeks back, or maybe 1 or 2 weeks back, somebody had posted in my comments, I don't know if it was for Instagram or here on YouTube, and they said something along the lines of, you need to post more of your makes. I am about the same size as you, and I would really like to see how some of these patterns fit, how some of these clothes fit, what do they look like. And I'm thinking, yeah, I probably do. I probably should post more pictures of what I'm making. And I have to say, it's not thing about my size. I'm okay with my size. It's more about the fact that I have to drag the tripod out. I have to wait for nice lighting of the day. I have to curl my hair or fix myself and put on my makeup. And guys, by the time I take a picture, it's an hour later. So needless to say, I feel like that's a huge chore, but I probably should do more of that. Or maybe it's perhaps doing more of like a quick pattern review of the week and showing you what I made that week. And sometimes I post on Instagram, but yes, I am delinquent on this. But I wanted to do this video and essentially show you what I sewed. This summer, we still have, what, 3 more weeks to go. I still have a few more things, but I wanted to make this video. So guys, and I have pictures, except for 1 or 2. So guys, I made the Zoey tank from True Bias. I love True Bias, but yeah, I gotta make adjustments. I gotta fit this thing because they are drafted for C cup. If you have, for example, like a top or a dress or anything, and even if it's a knit, guess what, my friends? You still have to adjust it. So their patterns are drafted for a C cup, and I am a B cup. And usually for a knit, I have to go to the larger size range just because her smaller size range, I think, goes to 18. But it cuts me right off. And I have to go into the larger size range, and then that just means that I have to make a whole slew of adjustments to that, small bust adjustments, and a bunch of other things. And sometimes it gets tedious, but I've made this now like 4 times, you guys, and I finally got the fit to where I wanted it to be. So let me show you a picture. And I think that I'm gonna have to just do a separate either blog post or post just on the Zoey tank from True Bias. I know some of you could care less about tank tops, but I do. I wear them quite a bit, and they're great for the summer. But I went ahead and did this green top with remnants from dress I had. I still had like remnants. Honestly, piecemeal. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be able to make it? But I did. So there it is. And I used rib knit, also from the remnants bin, for the neck bands, the back bands, and also the straps. So there it is. I made 4. You're seeing 1 because the other 3, I made a ton of adjustments, and they look okay, but I'm not totally happy with them. But finally, I feel like I nailed the fit on this. So there you have it. Guys, I've talked to you so much about the Dani shorts and the Lander pants that you probably are like, oh my God, she is this, like the old days, things are skipping. So I'm wearing my Dani my Dani shorts right now, and these are my lander pants. They're so worn out. Let me show you. These are my lander pants. They're super worn out, right? They started as a dark gray at the start of the season, and now they are super light gray. Pockets are coming off, right? The little pockets, the back, seam back, ooh, big back. But I made some adjustments to that too. But just about every picture that I put in here, I'm wearing those pants, okay? So it's kind of like my go-to pants that I know that they fit, that I can make them in just about any fabric, and I know that it will be an enjoyable. So I made one pair of each with a it was like a tencel twill that I had gotten from Joann's last year. And I made these at the start of the summer, and they have served me well. But I'm thinking in a couple of weeks, when the weather's really cold, I may just have to move these into the gardening clothes pile because they are beat up. I'm sure holes are gonna start showing up fairly soon, like my Pietra pants. I'm not even gonna post a picture of those. Those are down to the indecent quality because I use them quite a bit. But guys, shifting gears, I also went shirt camping. And if you guys remember, I made the Donny shirt from Friday Pattern Company. I made, I think I made one toile, and I had posted a picture on Instagram, and I'll kind of put it in here. And then I also made one with fabric that I had gotten from Stone Mountain and Daughters fabric out in California. It was my first time ordering for them, and I really like this fabric. It's like a viscose linen. It looks a little bit like worn out. I absolutely love it. It is a great pattern, especially if you are a beginner. I will go ahead and link, and I will link all of these and also put pictures on my blog post. But I wrote a pattern review on Sewing Pattern Review, and I will also link that because I had posted pictures of the inside of the shirt there. Really clever drafting that Chelsea from Friday Pattern Company did there. Guys, I also did the Butterick B6924 camp shirt from Palmer Pletish, and we even did a sew along for you. I actually did two of these. I did one long sleeve on the sew along, so you guys got to see how to do cuffs and long sleeves and all that good stuff. But I also made a short sleeve. I also put pattern reviews for that, and I will link those because I wrote a I was feeling kind of cheeky that day, and I wrote a really funny pattern review for the Palmer Pletish pattern. But I'm thinking that this is a great shirt to perhaps make in flannel and use it towards fall, winter. Great pattern if you don't have it. I think this is a great pattern if you are a beginner and you are looking to make a button-down shirt, and perhaps it is something that I can also use for fall and winter. I can layer it. And the fabric that I got from Vogue Fabrics, it was like $5.99, but it's a really nice 100% cotton herringbone fabric. It's really nice. I wish I could get like the same fabric in all the colors and the same price, because I still can't believe it. Every time I put it on, I tell my husband, I love this shirt. I've worn it quite a bit. Guys, and I made t-shirts too. Remember my essentials and like essentials 5 essentials video. I had mentioned in there that I do think that a white t-shirt is it's all that is cut out to be, and especially one if you really like the pattern. So guys, I made 2 t-shirts, and this is pattern Vogue, 8536. It is now out of print. However, if you can find this pattern, I strongly recommend that you go get it. It is really nicely done. The way that the cup sizes, it kind of likes you get gathers on the sides. So if you have a larger bust, it fits in there. The hem, it's actually kind of like folded. It's really nice. If you think it's like, oh, it's another t-shirt pattern, not this one. So again, if you can get this pattern, go get it. So I made two, and I made them in this cotton jersey knit from Robert Kaufman that I got from Surge Fabric. I think it's one of those fabrics that they keep in stock at all times. Really nice. This stuff just keeps getting softer and softer every time I wear them. I made view D and I made a view C. Both are V-necks. One is a tank top and another one is long sleeve that I wear quite a bit. And again, these are t-shirts that I can wear into fall, winter, under a cardigan, under a jacket, a layered. So again, another nice little thing that I made myself and that I can use again and again and again. So I also tested out some other t-shirt patterns. I was kind of looking for something a little bit different, and I went ahead and I made the Tabitha T Shirt from Tilly and the Buttons. It is actually part of her book, Make It Simple. So there you have it. I made mine. I think this was some sort of a fabric that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I got the rib knit from Minerva because a rib knit in other colors besides white, black, and gray are apparently super hard to find. So thankfully Minerva out in the United Kingdom has an amazing stock of rib knits in different colors, highly recommended. So I got that there. I also made the Rio Ringer from True Bias. I think I just got this out of on a whim because I wanted to try on the t-shirt, and I think I'm gonna be, and this is my 12, guys. This is not my my finished product. I made my 12. I wear it quite a bit, believe it or not, but if you guys can see the picture, the hem's not even finished. Obviously it's a knit, it's not gonna unravel, but I just kind of made it to see the fit and construction on this t-shirt. This knit, I got it from Joann's, and it is a little bit stiff. It almost feels like it has like a plasticky feel under. Great for fall, great for winter when it's cold, right? But it actually says that I believe that it's almost half of it is cotton. So that's kind of debatable, but I made those. Guys, and I made two skirts too. I made two skirts from True Bias, the Mave Skirt. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I have to say that I absolutely love them. I wear them quite often. One, which is the orange skirt. And I just kind of kept piece number one longer. And then she has a hack on her blog where you kind of do almost like a, kind of like a little bit more of like a curved hem with a little bit of an opening on the side. Not a ton, but a little bit of opening on the side. And I also made a tiered one, a tiered skirt with a fabric from Mood, which is, that fabric from Mood is almost like another video in itself because it was an odyssey. And eventually at some point I will tell you, T, we gotta collaborate on that video on this fabric, and I know that it's coming, but we definitely do, because I know T has a lot to say about this fabric too, y'all. Let's see what I made, guys. And I also made some pretty things from with Liberty fabric, which I'm actually wearing right now. This is Simplicity 9469. Guys, I told you in my 5 essentials video that I love this pattern. Yes, I do. I've made it with rayon, I've made it with cotton, I made one for my mom. I just remember that I made one for my mom with really nice Atelier Brunette fabric. She has it. I should have taken a picture of it. It was really, really, really cute. And I also made myself the Selwyn top from Cashmerette, which I have to say was my first time using them, making a pattern with Cashmerette patterns. And I have to say that I've avoided them for a while because I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have to make so many adjustments to this. And I would say I made adjustments, but it wasn't so many. So, great little top. It is part of her clubhouse or her club or her crew, whatever she likes to call it. But it is a really nicely drafted pattern. And guys, I made dresses. Yes, I did. So I made Butterick B6208. I love this pattern. It is also out of print, going through my stash, using some of the things that I have in my stash. The fabric choice on this was a little iffy because once I tried it on, I'm like, oh my God, this one is a little bit sheer, so I'm gonna have to line it. So that was not fun to do after you've done like finished collar and all of that stuff, and it involved a lot of hand sewing, but it is done. It's a beautiful dress, great for summer. I also made McCalls M8402, which is part of McCalls releases of vintage patterns. Great pattern. I'm going to have to write a review on this too. It is essentially a pattern. It's a dress that you just kind of throw over your head, which I'm like, okay, well, where's the zipper? Well, there's no zipper on this. So you have to make sure that you give yourself enough room to throw this over your head. You can tighten it up some more, but you're gonna have to add an invisible zipper to the side because it's just a front pattern piece and a back pattern piece. So you can add in an invisible zipper to the side, but I told myself, I'm like, that's just gonna be too much work. I had some fabric left that I inched out of this pattern, and I made myself 2 fabric ties, and it works like a charm. Love it. Great dress, and I absolutely love this print. I got this from Style Maker Fabrics. I haven't even posted pictures of this, but it's a nice little dress to have in the stash. And I made this dress at the same time as I was making the Aster Dress from True Bias. So all I'm gonna say is it was no easy feat fitting this pattern. Again, like I mentioned before, True Bias drafts for C cup. I am B cup. And then, guys, I have meaty armpits. If you know, you know. So I had to make some adjustments to it, and I probably have to do a separate video just for this and actually post pictures on my blog of the pattern pieces so you guys can see where I made the changes, because I suspect some of you may want to do this. But there it is. Again, I made 3 12s for this one, making sure that I was happy with the fit. Will I make it again? I don't quite know. I think I kind of need to forget about all the 12s I made and then just wear the dress enough times that I'm like, you know, it would be nice to make this one again. But those 2 dresses transition are really nice into fall, so that's why I made them. And if you guys can kind of see some of the colors, the McCalls pattern has some plums and some teals in there, and then the Aster dress from True Bias is kind of like almost like a very light olive green / sage. So again, kind of thinking a little bit more of a dress to transition into fall with perhaps a jacket or a cardigan or whatnot, right? Guys, and I also did pattern testing. I tested the Kia dress and camisole from So Love Patterns. I also tested the Tiddling dress and top from Gray Steel Patterns, and these are some of the pictures that I sent her. of the top, a really clever top and dress. And I also tested the Riviera trousers from NH Patterns. I know that that is pretty recent and that she is still working on the updates for that. I sent her quite a bit of updates, just things that I kind of thought that would make her pattern even better. It'll be a really nice set of trousers, so keep your eye out for that. And last but not least, I cannot let this video go by without telling you about my denim jacket from Simplicity. It is a white jacket. I wore it all summer, sometimes just to sit outside in the evening and whatnot. And that is Simplicity 8845. As I mentioned, I will go ahead and link all these patterns and put all of these pictures on my blog. So if you guys want to look at any of those, and I will do my best to schedule all of these on Instagram so you can kind of see them. But let me know if you want to do more of these videos. I know sometimes you guys don't care about pattern review videos that I post, so I don't post a lot of them, but I thought that maybe like a nice little roundup of the patterns that I made perhaps for the month will give you a better idea as to what I'm up to. So let me know in the comments below. And guys, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you next time.